Today, from Remington Park in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma Breds take center stage for the 17th running of the Oklahoma Classics. Sprinters are the focus as we bring you live coverage of the Oklahoma Classics Sprint and the Filly and Mare Sprint, plus bonus coverage of the Oklahoma Classics Turf and a preview of the $100,000 Oklahoma Classic, all coming up next. Hi everyone, it is a perfect night for the races here at Remington Park. 6 Oklahoma Classics races to be contested tonight, worth more than $478,000 in purses. I'm Jim Byers along with Remington Park handicapper Joy Rose and Richard Linehan from the Tulsa World. Let's take a look at the 3 races we will show you on tonight's program. Leading off with the Oklahoma Classics Turf, a $70,000 race at 1 mile on the firm turf course for 3-year-olds and up. The next one is the $70,000 Sprint, 3-year-olds and up at 6 furlongs. And our third and final race will be the Filly and Mare Sprint, limited to fillies and mares 3 and up, going 6.5 furlongs. Tulsa World handicapper Richard Linehan joining us. Richard, track fast, turf firm, perfect conditions here as we start to dry out after a wet month. It's good to have you here as we take a look at some races.
Yeah, Jim, I'm a little waterlogged. We've had rain for like 21 or 24 days in a row, but it's a beautiful night for the Classics, and we have a lot of defending champions back to try to win their crown again.
And one of those is in the turf race. Let's take a look at the race that was just contested. That was the Oklahoma Classics Turf. The runner-up in this race last year is Must Be He on the inside gate.
Number 2 is RC's Rockin' Robin, a maiden in the field who will probably be part of the early pace.
Ty Township, a winner of a prep race for this event, has Chris Landeros in the 3-hole.
Strategic Leader is the number 4 horse with Dean Butler in the irons. This is the horse that won this race last year with Benny Landeros up, but gets a different rider tonight.
Garbu's Son is the 5.
And number 6 is Some Quick, out of the barn of Dale Sneed, who's been one of the hottest trainers at Remington Park this fall.
And rounding out this field of 7 is Slugbug. Dale Cordova, who was on this telecast last year, is back riding now after something of a 10-year absence. Now let's go upstairs to Dale Day for the call of the turf.
And they're off, the TRAO Classics Turf. All the way well, Must Be He, showing the early speed. Cliff Berry getting him into the stride. Now up to join is RC's Rockin' Robin from the outside. Slugbug goes to the lead with a lap left now as they pass the mirror. Slugbug up front by a half. RC's Rockin' Robin at the rail second. Then Garbu's Son and Ty Township running together, floating wide into that turn. It is Some Quick into the first turn. Some Quick very wide, and 6th at the back. It is the deep closing Strategic Leader, winner of this race last year. Up front, Slugbug has it by a length and a half over Ty Township as they reach the backstretch. In the clear outside third, that's Garbu's Son. RC's Rockin' Robin, Bobby Noses now with Must Be He. They're sharing 4th and 5th during every stride. Outside is Some Quick 6th, and now Strategic Leader's not going to wait too long today. 7 lengths back, but on the move. 48 for the half mile after an opening quarter of 23 and 2. Approaching the far turn, Dale Cordova and Slugbug still trying to slow it down up front by a length and a half over Ty Township. Must Be He looking for room at the rail. Cliff Berry stopped there, outside in the clear. That's Garbu's Son rolling along third. Strategic Leader now into the bit and going on in 5th, but still with a lot of work to do as they leave the turn and head home. Slugbug gives way to Ty Township. Outside, Cliff Berry gets Must Be He through at the rail, a furlong to go. Here comes Strategic Leader, trying to make it 2 turfs in a row. Strategic Leader powers on by to 16th. Strategic Leader up by length, and he'll make it 2 consecutive Classics turfs.
This horse was supplemented, needing an extra payment was needed to get Strategic Leader in the race. Supplemented for the 2nd straight year in a row by H&S Farms trainer Ralph Mitchell. Dean Butler picks up the mount and wins it, paying $10.20 to win. A repeat, Richard, of the 1-2 finishers from last year's race.
And the amazing thing about this horse, Strategic Leader, is he's been on the Remington Park Turf 16 times and has won 8 times out of 16, never finished second in 16 tries. So he is a horse that loves to win, Jim.
Well, he's certainly finished fast, and we're going to turn up the heat with the sprint coming up next. Stay with us here on this Oklahoma Classics Night telecast. We'll take a look at our next race and the first one live, the Oklahoma Classics Sprint.